doing what she was paid to do. And that's, you know, let's shake that big mother chocolate beautiful ass of hers. Now, stop getting mad at her. Get mad at the hired her. Now, who hired her? They knew what she was coming to do. So it's Kamala. So you need to talk about her, talk to her. She think this is what black women want to see at a mother political rally. That's why she hired her. She's black today again, but tomorrow she gonna be Indian.
Okay, fam. Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to another reaction. This is Segovia coming to you live from the man cave. Hope everyone out there is having a good Thursday. Y'all, we're back with another reaction. Getting good feedback on these reactions. I'm loving it. I'm having fun again, like it's day one of doing YouTube again. I appreciate all the love you guys have been showing. I appreciate all the new CaveFam family members that have been joining the room. We finally got the room done. The flooring is done. We'll get into that a little bit at the end of the video, so all the true K-Fam are still sticking around. But anyways, y'all, I ain't gonna talk your guys' ears off. Enough with the chit chat. Let's get into the reaction.
But the one thing that I always notice in those ancient scriptured books and all of these things is that they're always wearing linen. They would wear linen down their chest, and they would wear usually purple, amethyst or purple, the royal purple colors, and they would wear that on their tunic, or their linen tunic, or linen robe, or whatever you want to call it. But they always wore linen, and that's because linen and the healing frequencies that come from it are magical. They help to heal the skin, heal the body, heal the brain, and because it cannot conduct in the same sense as, for example, cotton, wool, and other different materials, it doesn't get as hot. That's what's nice too. So linen is one of my favorites. The issue with bamboo is marketed as bamboo, but primarily 100% polyester. So what happens is a person will order a bamboo product online. Let's just go with Amazon. Will get the bamboo product, it will come to their house, they'll go and look at the tag, and the tag will state 100% polyester.
Dude, so many people are pulled over right now to look at that freaking moon. Why is it so close to the earth?
Look at that.
What is happening right now? That girl doesn't look. Why is the moon so close to the earth?
It does look crazy.
I was walking by after seeing the ticket.
And pictures do no justice for nature pictures, right? So that moon was probably like 10 times closer than it looked in that video.
Talk video the other day about a lady saying weigh your food because they be marking up prices that's not real. It's like, cool, I'm gonna go to Walmart and find some meat, you know what I'm saying, just to mark it up. So I was looking at some of the meats, kind of comparing the prices. Boom, we got some chops right here. Check it out. It says it's 92 ounces right here in the middle, right in the middle. Right here, the price is, you know, per pound, $4.
That's pretty cheap for Walmart meat, right? Walmart is super expensive for meat. Anybody that's getting meat at Walmart, you are not a true professional. They overprice their meat because there's no butcher in the store. So everything comes pre-cut and all that. That's why it's so expensive. If you go somewhere that has a butcher, like a Albertsons, a Safeway, a Fry's, Kroger, that has a butcher, their meat's usually cheaper.
There's 34 cents a pound. This price here says $3.99 because it's a little less than a pound. Okay, cool. Little pork chops or whatever. Boom. The date, May 10th or whatever, 2024. 4 slabs of meat. Then we have this right here, May 10th, 2024. Same type of pack, same everything, except the price is dramatically different. So remember, take a look at these packs. Boom, boom. Now, $3.99, same pack, $15.46. And I'm like, damn, how do these 2 packs of meat cost so much?
Well, they're different cuts of pork, right? One's assorted chops, one's thin chops. See, be careful, y'all. Be careful, people. I'm a professional. I've been doing keto. I know I'm fat. You know what I mean? But I've been doing keto for a while. I know my meats, right? So, yeah, those are different cuts of meat, right? The other one on the right might not be thin cut. Going to pay a little more because now since COVID, everything's thin cut. Anything thick cut, you're going to overpay for it.
Same damn packs of meat. Of course, I held them and weighed them. This weighs a little bit more than that one. 92 ounces, $4, $3.99. It says it weighs 4 pounds, 33 ounces, $15. Now again,
take it to the scales, man.
92 ounces, $4, $3.99, round it up. 92 ounces, 4 pounds, 33 ounces for $15.46. Now, I'm gonna put this on the scale. You guys gotta see this. The lady on TikTok said, "Do it." Let me wipe the camera off because it's smeared. Hold on. She said, "Do it." Check it out. Here it is, folks. Watch. Okay, 1 pound. It said it was 92 ounces, whatever. Okay, boom, it's a pound, so therefore the price will be $4.34. It's 1 pound. $4, $4.34. This says it is, 4 pounds, 33 ounces, Check it out. No cutting the camera, none of that. This is crazy. Watch. 4 pounds, 33 ounces. Supposed to say. 4 pounds, 33 ounces. Right there. And the scale says this thing weighs pretty much the same weight as this one for $4. 92 ounces, which said it weighed a pound. 1 pound, 9 ounces. Look at that. 9 ounces more. $15.46. $4. People, make sure you really weigh this stuff before you buy it. That's weird. I'm not about to buy the damn pork chop anyway. Just crazy. I just thought I'd do this for the sake of this video. Please be warned, people. Walmart is on some scam shit.
Yeah.
They all are, right? But you're just going to put it back? I'm going to go get an employee and get to the bottom of this, right? Put that on camera, right? What are they going to say? They're going to say, oh, let me go back there and change it? Or are they going to say, this is what it is, right? I might have to do this, y'all. I might have to try this out. Me, I have no damn shame. I'm going to find somebody and saying, hey, what's up with this? Tell it to the camera. What's going on right here? I'm seeing this a lot on TikTok. What's up? You know what I mean? That's how I am. I'm a pain in the butt. This guy didn't go get to the bottom of it. If this video gets 400 likes, I will go get to the bottom of this and do it myself. Put it on TikTok, put it on a video. 400 likes.
I mean, I think Stranger Things shows you a lot of stuff. What's fascinating about that show is that it's actually based on a true story. Most people don't know about that. It's based on this story about Camp Hero, where literally those 3-letter agencies were doing experiments on children and animals in this former Air Force base. Were they trying to open up portals? Yeah, I think they were. They were getting these kids to astral project and all that stuff. Think about the story of 11. So her name is 11, which again, in all the witchcraft stuff, 11, Aleister Crowley said that was the magic number. And then later in the show, they start calling her El. And El, Elohim, El means God. I mean, just think about the monster in the first one is the Demigorgon. There is a demon called the Gorgon, these mythologies. Like, that's a real entity. So when they're talking about the demon Gorgon, it's literally a demon. Guys, there's nothing new under the sun.
What did he say?
He basically interrupts and says, it's going to cool for us though, isn't it? And the scientist is like, oh, that's not what the evidence shows. And he kind of laughs. He goes, I'm not so sure you know that.
It'll start getting cooler. You just watch.
I wish science agreed with you.
Well, I don't think science knows, actually.
He was saying
when
something.
he was the president?
Yes, this was just a few years ago. This is probably his last year of his term.
Well, that's what Randall Carlson has said. And what Randall Carlson said that really freaked me out, he goes, global warming's not scary. He goes, global cooling. That's what's really scary.
So Japan just got hit with a 7.1 magnitude earthquake in southern Japan. The warning got put into place for coastal parts of the islands of Kyushu and Shikoku in the south on Thursday afternoon local time at 4:43 p.m. local time at a depth of 17 miles. It occurred less than 20 miles off the coast of Miyazaki in the Uganda Sea. Tsunami waves of up to 1 meter have the capacity to reach Miyazaki, Kochi, Oita, and Kagoshima, including the Kagoshima prefecture islands of Tanegashima and Yakushima.
Earthquakes.
There's already tons of videos circulating all over the place showing like the clothing racks shaking, houses getting damaged, roads breaking apart, windows shattering. It's not good. It's not good at all.
This is in Arizona?
This is in Arizona.
And this really rich guy, he's a, what is it?
He's a Rothschild.
A Rothschild. He bought this town of Felicity and named it after his wife, Felicity.
Wait, is this real?
Who we think we ran into.
Can we make sure that this is real?
We visited it.
Go for tours of this place.
Oh, we did a tour. We did a horrifying.
Why?
Tried to get us in the center of the pyramid, in the center of the thing, put our foot in the middle, save this thing and make a wish and then sign a contract. And I was like, and we were like, I'm not doing that. And she was like, well, it's the only part of the tour you have to do.
And they go
to do the tour. And that's when we said, we don't want to do the tour anymore. We're going to leave. And she was pissed.
And then they said,
She goes, this right here.
This perfectly cut, trillion-ton rectangular iceberg, 3 times the size of Manhattan, near the east coast of the Antarctic Peninsula. People are saying it's like a glitch in the Matrix. Although it does kind of look like it holds the secret to Atlantis, it's supposedly a completely natural phenomenon called a tabular iceberg and not man-made. Senior support scientist Jeremy Harbeck actually found the iceberg back in 2018, but the internet is just finding out about it now. The largest tabular iceberg in recorded history measures around 4,200 square miles, meaning that if it were a country, it would be the 166th largest in the world.
So my brother just landed at Denver Airport and they started to disembark the plane, emptied half the plane out, and apparently the airport and plane went on lockdown. So a half-empty plane, they stopped, shut the doors, and my brother's currently locked in the plane with his 6-year-old daughter and whoever else hadn't already disembarked. They're not letting them off. Apparently the airport is on lockdown. Does anyone know why this would happen or what's going on or what would lead to this kind of like mid-disembarkation lockdown?
Check this out, y'all. It's on fire. It's not that deep in the, you know, it's right there. That's crazy. That tripped me out.
Made for doing what she was paid to do, and that's, you know, let's shake that big mother chocolate beautiful ass of hers. Now, stop getting mad at her. Get mad at the motherfucker who hired her. Now, who hired her? They knew what she was coming to do. So it's Kamala. So you need to talk about her. Talk to her. She think this is what black women want to see at a motherfucking political rally. That's why she hired her. She's black today again. But tomorrow she gonna be Indian, East Indian. She can switch up. You know what I mean? She's a Kamala, chameleon. She comes and goes. She comes and goes. Chameleon. That is a chameleon like a.
It's true.
Hi, I was calling to check race and availability for a half day.
What is your child?
2 years old.
We have our tolerant environment that they go from 18 months to 3, and then the primary environment goes from 3 years to 6. 1 second. And you say you're looking for a half day, right?
Yes.
So for half day, we do have a few spaces available as of right now.
Well, I wanted to know what the rate was before I scheduled a tour to see if I could even afford it.
Yeah, give me 1 second. We usually don't discuss prices over the phone, but give me 1 second, okay?
Sure.
So for a half day, that's 8 to 12, and your child is a toddler, so it's $9.29.
$9.29, and is that 5 days a week?
That's 5 days a week, half day.
He said we shouldn't allow weapons that I used in war to be on America's streets. Well, I wonder, Tim Walz, when were you ever in war? What was this weapon that you carried into war, given that you abandoned your unit right before they went to Iraq, and he has not spent a day in a combat zone? What bothers me about Tim Walz is the stolen valor garbage. Do not pretend to be something that you're not. And if he wants to criticize me for getting an Ivy League education, I'm proud of the fact that my mamaw supported me, that I was able to make something of myself. I'd be ashamed if I was him and I lied about my military service like he did.
Pictures supposedly taken by a man who says he was driving along State Highway 2 in Point Pleasant, saw something jump from tree to tree. So he pulled off the road to take these pictures. The man declined an on-camera interview, but is adamant the pictures are real.
Know that they say that cave goes all the way to Emily. Nobody's ever climbed all the way, but there's another great big cave up by Emily that comes back this way. Oh, that's the legend.
That's the legend. You believe the red-haired giant story of Lovelock Caves?
Yes, I do. If you talk to BLM, they'll tell you it's a bunch of hokum. There was no red-headed Indians. Talk to my Native American friends here in Lovelock, will tell you their parents told about the Native Americans. Cannibals came up from Death Valley, covered them up so the natives would fall in them, and then they would eat them. They lived in the cave for a while and buried their people in the cave. They found a lot of mummies that had red hair over 7 feet tall. They were very tall. But if you go in the cave is all smoky inside, And my Indian friends say that they got tired of them killing their people, so they chased them into the cave, then built a big fire. The cave now, the opening has been made a lot bigger. It was a lot smaller when my folks first came here in 1945. So they opened it up, and they built a fire and buried them in the cave. While I was working here at the museum, some people came from southern Utah that had been working on the highway between Nevada and Utah and said they came into a big burial ground. Red-headed Indians in that burial ground didn't tell anybody. They just put them back in the ground and left them. The Indians are buried squatting down, feet first, then down, and just their heads closest to the top of the ground. I have a ranch down in Lower Valley, and sometimes they would hear this whistling sound, and it was the wind blowing through the skulls because the wind had blown away the dirt. So they were hearing those sounds. They found my folks plowing the field, and they found a big burial ground and called the BLM to come down. They sent a lady. She came down, took what she wanted, threw the restway, and left.
Yep, never hear her again.
Never heard her again, and they found some more Indian stuff there, but not much.
Wow. Giants have 6-digit fingers and feet.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
And they go how so that they could look, I have 5 fingers.
I have a cousin that married a Paiute Indian lady. She had dark brown hair. She went to Hawaii for 2 weeks. When she came back, she had the reddest hair you've ever seen. So that red hair could be, they might have had natural red hair, or they might have been the elements that changed the red hair.
Really a chance meeting we had here in the parking lot. What?
I got a red beard. I don't know where it comes from. Red beard, y'all. I have some of them giants in me.
That the formerly incarcerated are not denied a right to vote, which is the case in so many states in our country. In some states, permanently deprived of the right to vote. And these are policies that go back to Jim Crow. These are policies that go back to the heart of policies that have been about disenfranchisement, policies that continue until today. And we need to take it seriously.
But people who are convicted in prison, like the Boston Marathon bomber, death row, people who are convicted of sexual assault, they should be able to vote?
I think we should have that conversation.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
You turned down being on Deadliest Catch? You don't want to be in the Bering Sea at minus 40 below with the chance of getting killed?
I hosted that first season.
I know.
Yeah.
But they gave you a chance to be on the boat, didn't they?
Oh, yeah. I was trying to sell dirty jobs, but it was a talk show in a sewer, so they didn't want it.
Right.
They sent me up to Alaska. They said, well, look, if you like this kind of thing, you'll probably like working as a greenhorn on a boat. I went up there in 2003, worked on a boat called the Bountiful, and tried to figure out what this show was. While we were doing that, 6 men died in the course of filming this thing. And it was true reality. I mean, you can't script the Bering Sea.
Right.
When they understood what the stakes really were, and they were like, you know something? Go ahead and pick one. You can't host both. That's crazy. So, when in doubt, choose the one with your name in the title.
Right, sure.
So Dirty Jobs with Mike Rowe goes on the air around the same time as Deadliest Catch premieres. But they took me out of the first season and just let me narrate.
Right.
And it was the right move. That show didn't need a host.
What a show.
This girl just...
He's the voice of Deadliest Catch. I used to be the biggest Deadliest Catch fan. Love that show. He made the show, y'all.
Posted that she was shopping at Walmart at like 7 o'clock at night, and this employee came up to her and said, hey, what kind of car do you have? And she was like, a Toyota. And he said, oh, is it silver? And is this the license plate? He was on the phone with somebody, and they read the license plate, and she was like, yeah. And he was like, okay, your car's getting towed. And she was like, why? And she just parked in a regular parking lot. And he said, we're starting this policy this week that we're just leaving some spots for premium members of Walmart or something. And then the guy on the phone said, it's unlocked, I'm just gonna steal it. And the guy was like, he's kidding, like he's not gonna steal it. And she was like, what is going on? And then he was like, all right, fine, we won't tow it. He was like, but you're really cute. And then started flirting with her, and she was like, what? So then this other customer stepped in and said, hey man, like she said, leave her alone. The manager comes forward and he said, that's not one of our employees. They said they've had kids come in, they have the vest with the name tag and everything, and they're trying to lure girls to their car. The manager ended up walking her out to her car, and he told her to take the receipt to open the door because they've had multiple occasions where girls reach for their handle and they pass out because there's something laced in the handle.
Jesus.
This manager's amazing. I don't know which Walmart this is, but he has an app that can detect other AirTags.
Okay.
So he opens it up and her AirTag came up on her keys, but then another anonymous one came up. So he said, let's search the car, and it was under her hood. They put an AirTag.
Whoa.
Be careful.
My.
Don't be on your phone when you're walking around by yourself. Just be aware of your surroundings.
You know, the power I have as a prosecutor is that with a swipe of my pen, I can charge someone with a misdemeanor, the lowest level offense possible. And by virtue of that swipe of my pen, you will have to go to a courthouse and stand in line. You will have to come out of pocket and hire an attorney. You may get arrested for a few hours. You will be embarrassed in your community. You will miss time from coming onto the Google campus, all because with the swipe of my pen, I've charged you with a crime, which I may choose to dismiss 2 weeks later. It's an incredible amount of power.
And you can tell she's done that multiple times, right? So imagine when she gets the power of the presidency. Right? We're going to get into another video, Joe Rogan clip I saw. Full clip, my other second YouTube channel. I'm going to react to it after this. Be uploaded either today or tomorrow. Be sure to hit the link in the bio for my second YouTube channel. Go subscribe because we're going to start putting uploads over there of longer form videos.
See something about giants.
A lot going on in these politics.
Yes, giants. So we're going to start off really big. How's that sound? Here's the biggest thing I've got. This is from an 18-foot person, estimated. Big toe bone. There it is.
That is this far.
Yeah,
that's
the
crazy.
very end, big toe bone. It's been x-rayed, and this person had broke their toe bone, and then it healed up. This is from an 18-foot person.
We were
19
out
feet.
we were in Turkey, and we were out at the village where we believed Noah's house to be. And years ago, they had dug up a grave that we believe was Noah's wife's grave. Just looking around where the hole for her grave was, where they had dug it up, and we found some bones. And these bones here have been identified by a radiologist and a couple of physicians. None of them want to put their name on their statement, but here's what they told us we have. That we have a human finger with a touch of arthritis. And this is the finger. This is this part of the finger. See, it's this, and this.
It's a pinky.
My body makes me like a shapeshifter. I can squeeze into anything. But no one trusted us for years. They would never.
Did she say what I thought she
And
said?
then once I would get to Paris and try on the sample, they would be like, oh wait, she actually fits in our stuff. So I don't know how to convince the guy that owns the original Maryland dress that I'm a shapeshifter. This time stretch the original.
She said it again.
They tell you. They tell you. You got another shapeshifter right here. These damn celebrities.
Finally,
I'm sick of them.
Should I put this out? This may not be August. This felt more like late summer, early fall, like it's Indian summer, like toward the end of September, middle of September. A drone attack with somebody speaking on stage, blame it on Iran. So I would hope that we could put this out and somebody would take countermeasures given our record.
We don't mind being wrong if you guys stop something out there. So
yeah, let's see this not happen.
Everybody is predicting the future. Everyone's a Nostradamus now, right? Everybody's a prophet. The internet's crazy, y'all.
Warning, and this is tough to watch.
Would you call the border secure?
The border is secure.
We're going to have 2 million people cross this border for the first time ever. You're confident this border's secure?
We have a secure border in that is a priority for any nation, including ours and our administration.
The first known state sighting, the deep sea anglerfish, washes up on the Oregon coast. These fish typically live between 2,000 and 3,500 feet. You're not seeing a lot, right? Because we don't spend a lot of time at 2,000 feet deep. There have only ever been 31 Pacific football fish recorded, period. And sightings have been worldwide. They've been in New Zealand, Japan, Russia, and just this week, this heinous-looking creature washed up on the shores. Male Pacific football fish and many anglerfish species are parasitic. When they go to mate with the females, they actually embed and fuse into the females. They lose their eyes and internal organs and provide a steady source of sperm on the side of the female.
Those teeth look like metal.
It looks like a testicle with teeth.
It sure does.
Evolution, baby.
I'm definitely a target. It's a boys' club. It's the boys protecting the boys. I'm 27. I'm scared to death what I'm facing. And here are these boys laughing at home, playing, all these rich, powerful men getting to do whatever they want.
The essence of Heidi Fleiss's defense: if the allegations are true, the customers are just as guilty, even if they are in high-power positions.
Would it be fair to say that perhaps some of the men who are making the laws and applying the laws are also involved in what they are trying to prosecute here?
I would think so, without question of a doubt.
LAPD has said they are not going after the alleged customers.
Yeah, we have some information, but the fact of the matter is it's not the type of information that we can act on in that regard.
To simplify his words, customers have to be caught in the act. Not so, says Fleiss's attorney.
Come on, not caught in the act. People get convicted of murder based on eyewitness testimony. You don't have to have videotape. You don't have to have an audio tape. That's silly.
I read in Esquire magazine, Detective Glenn Ackerman is being interviewed, and he answers the phone, and it's, quotes, a very important international businessman. He says, I may be in Heidi's trick book, and Glenn Ackerman reassures him, oh, you have nothing to worry about.
Ackerman is the head of administrative vice, directly in charge of Fleiss's case, quoted as saying the men involved are individuals of substance.
Like individuals of substance from all walks of life, including the film business, according to Captain Glenn Ackerman. Ask him who they are. Go interview Captain Glenn Ackerman and ask him who these individuals of substance from all walks of life are.
I have some pretty good idea from the tapes we had that we obviously cannot refer to specifically. But it went way beyond just movie producers.
You want us to name names?
No, I don't want you to name names, but I do think people have the right. I mean, if you want to name names, you're more than welcome to. But I do want people to understand that we're not talking just about movie producers. We are talking about a hell of a lot more.
The CIA took over the hip-hop industry.
After the assassination of Dr. King, may he rest in peace, and Malcolm X, one of my favorite heroes of all time, the family structure of that community, in my opinion, was under immediate attack. Their statistics were not what they are today. When hip-hop was first introduced, it was extremely positive. Older songs, you got to basically think before you do stuff. Read, study, learn. This is how they're playing you. And it was moving, and I believe there was 100% infiltration to destroy that community.
I do too.
Let's try and understand this, people. Toronto Loblaws, a piece of watermelon, $6.20.
I've dealt with this. We're going to get into it a little bit. It's convenience, right? Because I know my pregnant woman sent me to Walmart. She's like, I want some watermelon. She was craving watermelon. I just want a little bit though. I don't want a lot, right? So I was going to go get a little, carton of watermelon. That thing was like 3 times as much more than, a nice medium-sized watermelon. So I ended up bringing a medium-sized watermelon, and I binged watermelon that night. I should have spent up for the convenience and got her a personal watermelon, and I probably would have still been in ketosis. But hey, you live and you learn. But it's all about convenience, y'all. Can't be mad at the grocery store. You got to ask the people who buy those what your problem is, right?
Oh my God, when you look
guys,
at it,
this is mental. The iPhone update.
Yeah, I've already got it. I've been using the eye tracking feature where instead of...
I'm not going to lie. That's pretty dope. It's pretty cool, right?
Like using your fingers like a commoner to use your phone, you just use your eyeballs.
Hang on, what?
What's going on? You just look at the phone.
This is like having a chip in your head. Here we go, I'm looking.
Well, what are you doing? Oh, yeah, but hang on. It's calibrated to my eyes.
And then, sorry, okay, so it's highlighting the app but not opening it. Then how do you open it? What did you do to do that?
He blinked. He blinked.
That's insane. Did anyone ever think that was coming so soon?
Yeah, that's
Half the time when you go to a doctor and you tell them a list of symptoms, and I know this because when I was a police officer, I worked in an ER overnights doing security, and I would see them get this list of symptoms, and they would, in a computer systems, in real, put in the symptoms and put in what they have, and the computer would tell them what to prescribe. I'm like, dude, the software told you what to do. You didn't actually doctor. I understand we want to have trust in our professionals and trust in the system. I'm telling people that are watching me right, don't even trust me. Don't even trust my clinic. Vet us. Vet us and ask us the questions because we will have the answers. And if we don't, we'll tell you.
I used to work for LabCorp and Quest Diagnostics as a courier, right? So I was in and out of these doctors' offices. I can't tell you how many times, even the MAs would tell me, but I've seen these doctors come up and ask the MAs, hey, what is this, that, whatever, what is this going on? What is this? And she's like, I got to do everything for him. He doesn't know nothing, right? MAs get paid. I don't know what they get paid now, but back then, like $10.50 an hour. These doctors making hundreds of dollars an hour. They come ask this MA and they do all the work for them, y'all. It's crazy.
And when somebody tells you are, they believe him. He said he'd ban abortion across this country, and he'll do it, whether or not Congress is there or not.
And the states are going to be voting. The people are going to be voting. The last thing people want is for that to go back into the federal government. It was always fought, and very importantly, and people wanted it, they wanted it back in the states where it belongs legally and for a lot of other reasons.
So you wouldn't support a national ban?
No, I wouldn't support a national ban. No, I would not.
See, that's what I like during the debate too. I was like, what's so wrong about what he's saying? Like, leave it in the state for the people to decide, right? Not the government, right? So that's what I was, when I was watching that debate and just seeing things like that, how they use that against him, saying they're going to ban whatever, women's rights, they're going to ban it all. But what he always says is, even at the debate, like, I want to leave it up to the people, leave it into the people, leave it into the state, not into the politicians. Like, I say what goes. It's up to the state and let the people vote, and what they want, that's what it is. I agree with it.
One of you explain to me how this is even funny?
When I were doing Full House, he was also hosting America's Funniest Home Videos. His entire job consisted of saying, take a look at this, which is what he used to say to Mary-Kate Olsen in her dressing room.
Full House should have been called Blackjack because you hit on the Olsens when they were 8. You didn't stop till they were 21. Is it true that you used to give Mary-Kate acting lessons? He'd tell her, act like this never happened.
For 8 seasons, half an hour a week, Full House kept pets off the street. In fact, 3 of them were on the show.
After all these years, I'd never met the Olsen twins. He introduced me to them. I said to him, how do I tell them apart? He says, Ashley Swallows.
These are adults.
Those were little 5-year-old girls they're making those jokes about. Oh, that's Hollywood. That's Hollywood. Right? That's dark. That is dark. There's always a little truth in jokes, right? And that's what the saying is, at least.
I wanted to see how much water my condenser unit was actually pulling from the air and just dripping out into nowhere, into the ground, back into, I guess, groundwater. That's a lot of water that is being captured in about 48 hours. Why are we not tapping that back into our gray water? Why aren't we tapping back in our condensation lines from our air conditioning units? Oh, and that's just one unit. I have 2 units in this house. If those were tapped back into our gray water, I'd be flushing all my toilets with free water.
That's true, but they can't do nothing free, right? They gotta say there's a water shortage, so guess what? The water bill's gonna go up, right? They got all that free water right there. It's a cold game we're in, y'all. It's a cold game, and unfortunately we lose all the time, and it just looks like it's always gonna stay that way. But y'all, little announcements. Like I said, check out the link in my bio. Posting a video up probably tomorrow. I'm gonna do it today, upload it tomorrow, right? Video's gonna be on the second channel. We're gonna be doing longer form, full clips, right? We just see the little 20-second clip. We're going to do the full 5-minute clip of that, right? And if it's a short video, we'll do a couple of clips in one video. But anyways, y'all, hope you guys enjoyed today's reaction. Another thing, this green screen, see over here, see this, the waves and stuff. I just thought, right, I went on Amazon and I seen a nice cool clothes hanger, right? I looked up clothes hangers, indoor clothes hangers, and there's something you can mount on the wall, drag the line out all the way across the room, right? Hook it over here, and then I'm gonna go to Joann's today and buy few yards of green sheet, right? So it's going to be zoomed out. You're going to be able to see more. And when I'm done with it, I can just unhook it, rack it up, fold up the towel or the sheet, and it'll look nice in here. Right now, there's an ugly green screen back here. So that's supposed to be here tomorrow at 4 a.m., 4 to 8 a.m. So for tomorrow's video, I should be zoomed out. You guys will be able to see my watch. I'm into watches, y'all. I'm getting into watches. I'm addicted. That's all I watch on YouTube now is watch videos. Of course, I ain't going to go buy no $5,000 watch, but the next watch I want to get is a nice $50 a DC dive with the ripples. Dope, y'all. That's gonna be my next watch. But anyways, y'all, this is Segovia. I'm signing out of the man cave. I got some things to do, y'all. It's Thursday. We're gonna go to Sam's Club, get a rotisserie chicken, look at some baby stuff, probably buy some stuff, maybe look for a dresser to start putting the baby's clothes in, because we've been getting baby clothes and it's starting to get fun, y'all. Now we can start decorating the baby's room because we got the floors done, we got it painted in here, it's good to go. So it looks freaking nice. Like I told my lady, like I'm so glad like you're here, because if like say I would have stayed single for 15 years, I would have never did the carpet, I would have never painted. So things are getting done out here now finally, and we're gonna have a baby in here pretty soon. But anyways, y'all, this is Segovia. I'm signing out of the man cave again. Link in the bio, second channel. Go over there, subscribe, hit that bell notification, because I'm gonna start posting over there, not daily, probably like 4 or 5 videos a week. Be sure to do that. This is Segovia. I'm signing out of the man cave. I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow. Have a good thirsty Thursdays, y'all. Later.